Hi everyone, it's Fine Girl Time and welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, that means that you are already a fine girl. In that case, welcome back, fine girls.
Okay, so I just got off stage, but I got off and I saw these retarded comments. So let me just respond. There were some good ones too, but you know, we'll get to those after. So here's the first thing. My hair is cute. Here's the first issue, okay? Number one, it's not even like I'm a human being, so I get pissed off and I get ticked off, right? I'm an artist, so I am, as Erica said, I'm sensitive about my shit. The reality is, okay, is that my real beef is not only with Beyonce, because at the end of the day, she sampled a record, she's copied me before, she's done it before, so have many other artists. It's fine, I don't care about that. The issue is that not only are we female artists, okay, black female artists in an industry that there's not that many of us, right? We've met each other, we know each other, we have mutual friends. It's not hard, she can contact, right? Ash Nico, who's 20, she's a young white girl. She reached out when she freaking, it's just common decency, right? It's common decency, especially because, as so many of you pointed out, as though I don't know, but let me help you, okay? I know what I own and what I don't own. I also know the lies that were told. I also know the things that were stolen. Publishing was stolen. People were swindled out of rights. It happens all the time, especially back then. So it's not about me being mad about Beyonce. Everyone's like, you're all sheep. And I'm talking to the people who are obsessed and blind, just it's so dumb. It's so ignorant. It's so ignorant. She's one issue because it was stupid and disrespectful and she should have at least reached out. But the real issue is the fact that the people like Pharrell and like Chad really is like an amoeba and just, he's spineless. It's a miracle he can keep his neck up. But Pharrell knows better. This is a direct hit at me. He does this stuff all the time. It's very petty. Very, very, very. And the reality is that it's frustrating. I have the right to be frustrated. Why? Because no one had the human decency to call and be like, yo, hey, would like to use your record. Which, by the way, the reason I'm annoyed is because I know it was on purpose. This is not like they were in the studio and it was, no, this was an on purpose direct hit, which is very passive aggressive. It's very petty. It's very stupid. And I'm going to say what I have to say. I don't mince my words. So all of you Beyonce fans, knock yourselves out. I'm not mad like that. It's not about me being jealous of someone using my song. That's the dumbest, most ignorant thing I've ever heard. Like, grow up. I was not thinking about her or no one else. Not even on no shade. Just not thinking about living my greatest, best life, as I always do. So it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that from one artist to another, you should have the decency and the common sense and the courtesy to call, reach out, a manager, an agent, anybody, just to be like, yo, heads up, this is what we're thinking, this is what we're doing. Even if you're going to do it anyway. Just common decency. Like I said, it's happened before where people at least had the wherewithal to be like, yo, using your record, we understand that Pharrell totally swindled you out of your stuff. Just want to give the respect because that's what you do, right? No, that's not what happened. So grow up, okay? I don't mince my words. I say exactly how I feel, when I feel it, how I feel it. I don't care who likes it or doesn't like it. It is what it is. These are facts. This is not opinion, okay? These are facts. Later.
Today we are going to talk about Kelis's Instagram live that she did recently, and I just want to let you guys know Kelis isn't really mad at Beyonce. Beyonce is just getting the heat because she's really mad at Pharrell, and she's been mad at Pharrell for some time now. So let's get into this. The main points of this Instagram live was that Kelis felt as if Beyonce should have given her heads up just to call her, even though Beyonce really had to get permission from Pharrell. It's important that we look at the history to understand why Kelis is really mad at Pharrell. So let's start from the very beginning. Kelis Rogers was born August 21st, 1979. She's a part of the Leo gang, okay? So happy birthday to the Leos out there. I think it's y'all season. So Kelis, she is multi-talented. She grew up singing, playing violin, piano, and saxophone. Then she ended up attending LaGuardia High School of Music and Performing Arts. Now there, she continued to play the saxophone and she refined her singing skills, which ended up landing her backup vocal gigs with Gravediggers, for example. Then, after graduation, she was a bartender and a sales associate, so she was about her coin. From this period of her life, Kelis had a friend, and that mutual friend introduced her to Pharrell. Now, Kelis met Pharrell and Chad, and they built a bond that she thought was strong and close-knit, and then she ended up signing to the record label.
So when we met, we kind of just gelled. It was this amazing relationship that we created. I mean, considering we weren't looking for each other. I'd already had people I was working with, and they didn't need a female singer. But when we met, it was like, wow. We did 2 or 3 songs for a demo. I went down to Virginia and we recorded in Chad's house. I think it's so funny. Everybody always wants me to give them my master plan, and there isn't any. Never once in my entire relationship with the Neptunes have we stopped and spoken about music or stopped and discussed what we were going to do. Never. No one seems to believe that. But I have never in my life had a conversation with Pharrell or Chad as to what our plans are. We don't have any plans. Every day we got in the studio, I wrote a new song, and every day we did new beats, and every day Pharrell has a new concept, or I have a new idea, or Chad has a new melody, or whatever. You know what I mean? The beauty of it is that the 3 of us work really well together, so there are no rules and there are no guidelines, and there is no format. It's really just like whatever it is. The most concrete thing I can tell you is that we work on each song about a day and a half. And that's it. It's always just me and the Neptunes, because the new album is just me and the Neptunes too. Everybody that's guested, that appears on it, is pretty much as a feature. The Neptunes produced the whole thing, and between myself and Pharrell, we wrote the whole thing.
When Kelis discussed the compensation arrangement with Pharrell and Chad, Kelis stated, "I was told we were going to split the whole thing 33, 33, 33, which we didn't do." Kelis then told the outlet, their argument is, well, you signed it. And I'm like, yeah, I signed what I was told, and I was too young and too stupid to double check it. If you plan on joining the music industry, just let Kelis, New Edition, and TLC's situation be a learning lesson for you. Kelis also stated that she was blatantly lied to and robbed blind. Kelis worked on 3 albums with the Neptunes before she realized she didn't make any money from the first 2. Now, Kaleidoscope went gold. The second album wasn't as successful, selling only 17,000 copies. And then to top it all off, Kelis did not get songwriting credits, which is where the money resides. So,
we going. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What the what? What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside.
Then you have her third album, Tasty, which went platinum, and that's when she realized the money was looking a little funny. Initially, Kelis didn't notice the lack of income from her previous music because she was touring and merch, those are major streams of income for many artists. Then you have in 2020, Kelis stated that she's not angry, she's just stating fact. When referring to how Pharrell stole her publishing, I can see why she would get passionate when telling the stories, because even if you're past the situation, when you're telling the story, you think about your mindset and your feelings at the time of the event when it's happening. You can go look at some of my past story times. That's things that I tell a story time about. I am over it, but when I tell the story, so you guys can get the concept of everything that was going on at the time, like how I was feeling at that moment. But it doesn't mean that's how you feel currently. And I think that's the case with Kelis. And sometimes people still ask her how she feels about the Neptunes situation. Or sometimes people would ask Kelis or Pharrell if they have ever had a fling with each other, and that's why they don't really get along much anymore.
Yeah. How good of friends were you and Kelis? Because I can tell you that everybody in New York is thinking,
yeah,
you guys, you got it in.
Well, no, it wasn't like that. No.
She got it
never like that. She had always been dating someone else the entire time.
I like her in the group that you guys formed. I want to thank you. And by the way, congratulations on the new song, Chronic.
But that's not the case. Kelis is upset because she did not receive her writing credit. So for the third album, she started working with some other producers, and the Neptunes, they seemed to be offended. And I'm sure they particularly were offended considering how successful the album was. So whenever she was asked about working with Pharrell in the future, she stated, "At this point, there's having faith, and there's also just stupidity," demonstrating that she learned from her past experience. So in 2020, Kelis was very open about her situation with Pharrell and the Neptunes as a whole. And now she focuses on her other passions such as cooking, her family, and gardening on her farm. Tell me your thoughts on the Kelis, Beyonce, and Pharrell situation in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast and have a great day. Bye.